Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we're going to build a workflow starting with a new event in Google Calendar and then creating a new card in Trello. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the Workload editor and we'll give our workflow a title. So this will be Calendar to Trello card. So our trigger is going to be in Google Calendar, and it's going to be a new event. I'm going to choose my Google account, and now I'm going to choose the calendar that I want the trigger to be watching. So I'm going to use my test calendar. So whenever there's a new event in my test calendar, that will initiate this workflow. I'm going to test my trigger to see if there's any new events to find. And it found one. Okay, I have a chiropractor appointment. Okay, so there's my new event. So now I'm going to click continue, and I'm going to now add my action in Trello of a create card. So choose my Trello account. And I'm going to pick my board. So this is within Trello. I have a test board. It's going to be on my to-do list. And now I'm going to pull information from that trigger. So in order to create my card, whenever there's a new event in Google Calendar, it's going to find the name within that Google Calendar. So I'm going to click inside of the name box, come down to this drop-down menu, and in Google Calendar, it uses the word summary for the name of the event. So I'm going to tell my action where it's going to look for that name. So it's going to be there in the summary field. The description is going to be here where it says description. Now I chose to make the description of this event have the address of the event in it because there's not a direct way to put an address into the Trello card from this API call. If you put your address in the description of the Google Calendar, then you could add that here into your Trello card so the address will be there. For the card position, I'm going to select the bottom. So every time there's a new event in Google Calendar, it's going to add a card to the bottom of my Trello board. And then I can decide for my Trello board, do I want there to be a picture for the card, or I can select a color. And I don't need to do both. So I'm going to use a color. But click the Add To button in here within Label Color, and then select the color I want this to be. So we'll say red. And because this is a workflow where I'm selecting this from a drop-down menu, that means every new event in my Google Calendar is going to be a red labeled card on my Trello board. So if I keep that in mind, if I'm adding other cards from other sources, those can be distinct colors. Everything for my Google Calendar will always be a red label. And then for the start date, I'm going to take that for my trigger as well. And start date and time. Okay, now I'm going to click continue. And we are going to test that action. And it looks like we have a success. So I'm going to click continue down here at the bottom. And now my workflow is set up. I can test to see if it works by clicking in my Trello board. You can see this is what it looks like now. And then if I reload it, we should have on the bottom a red chiropractor appointment. All right, so that worked exactly how we wanted to. So now if we were to create another new event in our Google Calendar, that would automatically create that as a card in Trello. So I'm going to activate that, and so now it's ready to go. Both of my nodes have little green dots, so they're set up correctly, and now my workflow should be flowing. So that's a simple setup for turning a new event in Google Calendar into a card in Trello. Please like and subscribe to this video to get more content from Workload about how we can make your business practices run more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.